It's Super Videos back at you for another comic video. This video we're gonna look at the cover reveal for issue 165 and discuss what may be happening and kind of predict our way through the story from where we are right now to where we end up there. This issue is titled Opportunity, and if you look at the cover, you have the Saviors, Sherry and Tara, and someone else who's named as John from the Walking Dead's Wikia page. They have guns and they're coming in to take over everything, like Sherry said in the last issue we got, the last issue that was released. We also see Heath is on the ground, there's blood, it seems like he's been shot. Now, this is very interesting because it's like a follow-up of what we just saw in the comics. In the comics, we have Sherry in the latest issue saying, we'll let them kill each other off and then we'll come to take over everything once they're all weak and they're all done. So it's very cool, and it actually shows in the caption as well, because the caption of this issue is, when Alexandria is at its weakest, they strike. So just like Sherry said, the Saviors are waiting for the Whispers and the Survivors to kind of fight and finish each other off. Either Survivors are going to win or the Whispers are going to win, or they're both going to be very weak, and then what the Saviors are going to do is come in and just murder everyone and take control back. Now it seems like Sherry's actually leading the Saviors at the moment, which is very cool. Now of course Tara is there as well. From the looks of it, it seems like Sherry has taken control over the Saviors at this point. What's also interesting about this cover is that it's a callback to the Savior's first introduction as well. If you go back and look at issue 100, which was the Savior's introduction, you have Negan with Lucille, and he has like this silhouette. He is in the shadows and we can't see his face. And just like that, in this issue 165, the Saviors are all in silhouettes. So it's like a callback to their first introduction. And if you remember, the issues before issue 100 also had some Saviors with silhouettes as well. So it's cool how issue 165 has a cover that's a callback to the Saviors' first introduction during a time where the Saviors are about to re-attack, and it seems like we're gonna have another small war coming up as well. Now there's something in here that may make this war very different than All Out War. Of course it's gonna be much smaller. I don't see them doing another All Out War Part 3 or something like that right after the Whisper War, but it's going to be a small war. Now, what's going to make it very different is Negan. At this point, Negan has lost Lucille, has lost everything, and it seems like he's a changed man. It seems like he will probably side with the Survivors rather than the Saviors. Now, that might be a strategic plan, a smart plan, because he knows that if he sides with the Saviors and they are not able to defeat the Survivors, that Rick is just going to kill him this time. He's not going to put him in jail. Now, he might actually be a changed man and want to help Rick, but it could also be that he's thinking long term and what if he fails. But in either case, I don't think Negan is going to side with the Saviors. He's going to help Rick defeat the Saviors, in my opinion, which makes this little conflict or battle, whatever you want to call it, very different than All Out War. In terms of the story, I think after the Whisper War, we're gonna see the destruction of the communities. We have seen the destruction of Hilltop. I think we probably will see the destruction of Alexandria as well, because like the caption says, when Alexandria is at its weakest. And also if you take a look at issue 164, the cover for that, it has Alexandria being overrun by the Whispers and Walkers. So if you take all of these into consideration, you can see that Alexandria is probably going to fall as well, much like the Hilltop. And once that happens, then Rick and the other Survivors who've made it past the Whisper War are going to need to go somewhere. They're going to need to get to a community. Of course, they can't go to the Sanctuary because the Saviors are not on their side anymore. And of course, they can't go to the Kingdom because the new leader of the Kingdom doesn't want to be any part of Rick's conflicts either. And when we put that together, we see that, of course, the Saviors are going to attack. The Survivors have nowhere to go. What are they going to do? And, of course, Negan is going to help Rick go into battle with the Saviors once more. And this time, Negan is gonna be on the good side rather than the bad side, which makes it very cool. Like I said, after the Whisper War, we're gonna see another mini battle between the survivors and the saviors, with Negan being on the good side. I want you to share your opinions and predictions about what you think we're gonna see from the end of the Whisper War to issue 165. And also let me know what you think we're gonna see at the end of the Whisper War. What do you think is gonna happen? Because that also ties into the discussion here as well. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll be back for another video.